Greggy.
What's poppin', man?
Last night. Oh.
Fuck out of here.
Teofimo Lopez wins a controversial unanimous decision victory against Jamaine Ortiz. What's your thoughts?
We gotta take our time, man. First thing, right? A lot of people were saying, Greg, you gotta beat the champ. When I said that talking about Devin Haney and Lomachenko, the difference was they was going back and forth. It was a good joint. What I mean by you gotta beat the champ is you gotta convincingly take it, right? When Shakur fought De Los Santos, they was fighting for an up for grabs situation. Either man was gonna walk with the belt because it was vacant, right? Nobody was the champ. Shakur poured the points on in the end of the fight, the last 4 rounds. You know what I'm saying? He let his hands go. Not a whole lot, but he let his hands go, sway the judges. All right. Teo didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. And the reason I say that, name one thing that he did better than Jamaine. He didn't do nothing. The jab wasn't better. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't find his mark. And let's slow down again. I'm going to tell you where he fucked up. Teo came out and shot right at Jamaine. Got low and was pressing. He set the speed too high of the fight. He set the pace too high, right? Once he set the pace too high, Jamaine realized, like, all right, I see where you at. I see what you want to do. I'm going to give you that first round. Immediately in the second round, Jamaine started countering with the left hand. Maybe not the hardest shots, maybe not the most clean shots, but he was letting his hands go and he was scoring. It wasn't a whole lot. I'm not going to act like it was a whole lot, but he found his mark. He found his mark and he found his timing. He seen where, you know what I mean, Teo was going to place himself in front of him, throw a big shot. He was going to be able to get away from it. A few times he turned him, put a combination on him. He just outworked him. He outpointed him. He outsmarted him. And again, what did Teo do that was better than Jamaine? It was nothing he was doing in there better. Another thing is, I realized one time they got in the clinch, and Jamaine Ortiz was on the upper end of things where Teo got kind of low, and Jamaine put his pressure on top of him, and Teo wasn't able to move him. Right then and there, I realized like Jamaine's stronger than what Teo thought. Another thing was, right? Teo showed me he can't think when you're not standing directly in front of him. When you're not standing directly in front of him and trying to trade with him, he can't think. The major key also was, I realized, he's not a real puncher. He got the looks of a puncher, but he's not a real puncher. A puncher hits you anywhere and hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Teo landed some shots, a few shots here and there, but nothing that Jamaine, you can say he felt it. The best shot was a headbutt. You know what I'm saying? Where Jamaine got cut off the headbutt. And somebody tried to tell me that was the 7th round. That happened in the 3rd round, right? That was early in the fight.
With the headbutt?
Yeah.
No, it was like 7th round.
It was like the 7th. All right, so I'm wrong. All right, I'll take that. I'm wrong about that. I thought it was like the 3rd round when he got cut. Okay. But even still, that was the most action from Teo. I don't think it was nothing that he did better. I mean, Jamaine had his timing. I mean, he was countering him a lot faster. Hand speed was a lot faster. Teo just looked like a baby in there. He looked frustrated. He looked like how a baby act when you take the pacifier from him. They get crying and screaming. A couple times he stood in the middle of the ring, waved him on. Jamaine stepped to him. He backed off. And the reason he backed off because he respected Jamaine Teller. He know Jamaine Teller could punch a little bit, but the speed, the strength, it was bothering him. And he just didn't have his way. The reason I gave the fight to Jamaine Ortiz. I keep saying that. Jamaine Ortiz, right? The reason I give it to Jamaine Ortiz because Jamaine Ortiz fought his fight and Teo wasn't able to bring him out of it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, effective aggression, I get all that, but effective aggression, he wasn't able to land. So why are we giving him points for not landing? When I heard the 117, 111, I'm like, oh shit, because, all right, if the 117, 111 was for Teo, that means y'all got Teo winning 9 rounds. How and where? Where the fuck are we win these 9 rounds? Now, if you gave it to Jamaine, all right, I understand. I could see that because he was controlling the pace.
When I heard 117, 111, I thought they gave it to Jamaine.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, hearing it, but he put on. Listen, man. A lot of people, we pay money or we go to these fights and we watch them on these networks and we want to get our money's worth. And we want to see blood and guts. We want to see guys get knocked out and all that. but it's not going to happen every time, bro. And at the same time, on that level of boxing, I have to do something you're not prepared for. For one, Jamaine Ortiz is not a natural southpaw. His whole amateur career, he fought orthodox. You know what I'm saying? He turned pro, he started tampering with the southpaw side. He fight you in a world championship fight, southpaw the whole time, and you couldn't get him to come out of it. He looked like Hector Camacho. He looked like Hector Camacho last night. Sweet science shit, man.
I never thought about that aspect, that he literally fought you in a secondary stance.
Yeah.
And had that much success.
Yeah. And it was easy. Everything that T.O. was getting ready to throw, tried to throw, Jamaine was prepared for it. And that's why I gave it to Jamaine. Jamaine was ready, man. He was in great shape. His legs was, of course, people were like, oh, he running. But it's your job to cut him the fuck off and make something happen. T.O. wasn't going to the body like he should. His jab was stiff. It was like a calculated jab. I mean, a premeditated jab. Like you can see him pull it back. Whoa! And then when he shoot it, he falling into it. Like all types of weird shit. Like it's just bad for boxing, bro. The judge that scored it that way should be, you know what I mean, it's investigated. You know what I mean, the commission should be investigated because that was just a fucked up score. And I understand why. All right, the odds was all on T.O.'s side, and they couldn't have that man lose with a what? What they had negative 700.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So come on, bro. They didn't want to lose that money, bro. But he lost that fight. Anybody else at that level? Here's the thing, Jamaine is not looked at being at that level. They look at Jamaine like a B-class guy. You know what I'm saying? He's the guy that's going to get you ready for that level. But he beat the guy. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else, though? Shakur, Tank, even Keyshawn, Dev, they would have whooped T.O. ass. They would have whooped his ass.
Do you think they were watching last night and being like, oh yeah, like sign me up for that?
Let's go. Any of them guys I just named was ready. Keyshawn stepped up to the ring and let him know, like, yo, I'll take that right now. Matter of fact, Keyshawn said that after he got done. Like, man, I'll take T.O. right now. He was talking crazy. I'm gonna show you what he's hitting for. The way Keyshawn looked, and if T.O. would have fought like that, he would have beat his ass. Shakur would have beat his ass. Tank would have knocked him out. Dev would have cooked him. Dev would have cooked the shit out of him. T.O. for real. There's no shade, there's no hate. I'm talking boxing. He not ready for them guys. He really not mentally ready for them guys because he got irritated. He got frustrated in a matter of 3 rounds. His game plan went out the window in 3 rounds when he saw that Jamaine Ortiz wasn't going to stand there and let him just load up. You know what I mean?
Where does T.O. go from here?
I mean, he need to. I don't know, man. He need to get a new coach because his basics is really out the window. Like he really was just looking for a big shot. If you watch him hit the pads, even he hit the pads like that, he a striker. He's a striker. You know how in MMA they say a striker? Whoa, whoa, that's a striking punch. Like that's one at a time. He don't know how to put combinations together. His feet not coordinated with his hands. He do a lot of.
Show me that again.
As a striker, he hit the pads like that. He was hitting the pads like that. His dad showed him all he could show him. He needs to bring somebody in. I ain't saying fire or pop, but he needs to bring somebody in because his hands not coordinated with his feet. He don't know how to take small steps. He know how to jump in the shots, and he's spoiled by the 135-pound division. He done knocked so many guys out down at that weight that he think he really can punch. He really not a big puncher. He not. He a strong guy. He not a big puncher. I'm gonna tell you the truth. He not. You can tell.